now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you...
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. David Emerson able to bring him down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a play fake. Wentz steps away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mariota now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Mariota to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Jackson. Spinning away. And now running A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. A give to Howard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 63 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Play fake. Mariota. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action. Mariota. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He's at the 40. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Following the interception here, Mariota. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there for Philly. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Shorty. Great. Great 15.
From the red zone now, Wentz. He leaves this one for Howard. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. On the handoff, this is Howard. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. They come out here in the and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Being chased out left. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 61 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running with Powers. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Lion. 82.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. The 20. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Duke Johnson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident.
He's got it at the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for Carolina. 63 yards. This is McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Mariota from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Derek Barnett with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And Gano's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. This is Howard on second down. Howard has the first down and then some. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On second down, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And down to the 7-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Hey. That's it.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick by Elliott is good. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throw it, Mariota. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake, Mariota. Now he's going to send this one. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Lion. 81. That's it. Straight 15.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now Howard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers.
Three.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Panthers. 41 yards.
Keep it rolling.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And past the 30, down to about the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play action now. Mariota looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Moore. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. On play action, Mariota. The quick slant caught, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. In for the score, and the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Keep it rolling.
Mariota on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Black, come on.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A first down throw for Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Great 15, great 15.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz flipping it off for Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 63 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys.
Sound.
Okay, I'm back to school. This is open campus. This is I should slap it open-handed. Tough life. I told her model she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin. I feel like Joey Tanner. Spender, Kris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, what's underground, what's underground. Frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche, shake that, got that on menus the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce.